Hello, dear learners. Welcome back to Fit the Lit, where we fit literature to its rightful standard. And this is Dhurandhar, a series especially designed for class 12th CBSE students, where we are learning the chapters within 15 minutes. Not just the chapter, but the summary and some ultra pro tips that are CBSE favorites. Well, काफी दिन हो गए मुझे एक वीडियो अपलोड करे. Why? The reasons are multifold. The first is definitely the winter. Delhi ki winters, my goodness. The other, well, I also had my MEd examinations. So when I say I understand your pain, I actually do. Without any further delay, let us begin today's session. See, Dhurandhar is not just about knowing the summary of the chapter, it is all about scoring the best possible marks that you can get in your paper, right? Today we are going to cover the chapter Indigo, and I am going to give you some ultra pro tips. So wherever you see these stars, that means that particular point is actually a CBSE favorite area where CBSE likes to frame the question from. So we are going to focus on these CBSE favorite areas as well. किसी भी वीडियो में, किसी भी आई डोंट थिंक क्लास में भी ऐसा सच बताया जाता है. Now, if you have understood this तीन काठिया system and the context, the chapter will become a cakewalk for you. This is where a lot of questions are framed and students do not have clarity कि हुआ क्या था exactly. Look at the star. Look at the star. So I told you one of the CBSE favorite areas. This becomes a question in CBSE board examination. बड़े competitive टाइप के बच्चे हो यार, तुम शेयर बिल्कुल नहीं करते हो. Let me begin by telling you briefly about the chapter. The chapter is written by Louis Fisher and it is actually a small part that is taken from the biography of Mahatma Gandhi, right? So Louis Fisher actually wrote a longer version, a huge book, a biography of Mahatma Gandhi's life. And from that particular book, a small part has been taken, which we are calling the chapter Indigo. It describes Mahatma Gandhi's first civil disobedience movement in India. अब now we will understand कि civil disobedience movement था क्या exactly, because काफी बच्चे ऐसे हैं कि 10th तक उन्होंने SST पढ़ ली ऐसे रोते धोते, but उनको पता ही नहीं है कि ये civil disobedience movement क्या था. But for the chapter's purpose, you need to know, and we will be covering it in the upcoming slides. It focuses on injustice to the peasants, power of truth and non-violence, and leadership and courage. So whenever the life of Mahatma Gandhi is talked about, we know that he followed the path of satyagraha, right? And satyagraha through non-violence. So that is what is given in the chapter as well, and we are going to learn all of that. So हमें इतना पता चल गया कि the author is Louis Fisher, right? And the chapter is going to talk about the first civil disobedience movement in India, and that too in the state, in the district of Champaran, right? Champaran is in Bihar. All right, so let us try to understand the context now. See, the context here in this particular chapter is the one that are the events basically that has happened before even the story begins, right? तो चैप्टर हमारा स्टार्ट भी नहीं होता, बट ये सब चीजें ऑलरेडी हो चुकी हैं एंड दे आर मेंशन्ड इन फ्लैशबैक काइंड ऑफ थिंग. British landlords forced peasants to grow indigo. So what is the first point कि British landlords, अब ज्यादातर जो लैंड थी, the land was majorly owned by the British landlords. British ही ज्यादातर लैंड ओन करते थे. So they forced the peasants to grow indigo. Now what is indigo? Indigo is basically a coloring agent. वो एक हमारी क्रॉप है जो कि एक कलरिंग एजेंट की तरह या फिर डाई की तरह काम करती है फॉर कॉटन क्लोथ्स, राइट? It is a coloring agent, or you can say it is a sort of dye for cotton clothes. Cotton clothes को कलर करने में हेल्प करती थी, राइट? एंड यू मस्ट हैव हर्ड, अभी बीच में काफी इंडिगो का ट्रेंड भी चला था. इंडिगो पैटर्न्स वर देयर ऑल ओवर द मार्केट्स, तो वो ही था ये इंडिगो. Peasants had to give 15% of land for indigo. Now understand कि ये जो हमारा रेंटिंग सिस्टम था, it was called तीन काठिया system. It was called तीन काठिया system. Although this is not mentioned in the chapter, लेकिन ये पूरा system है उस chapter में properly mentioned. तो ये तीन काठिया system था क्या कि 15% लैंड पे उनको इंडिगो उगानी ही है, जो लैंड उन्होंने लिया उसमें से 15% उनको इंडिगो उगानी ही है, एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर 15% विल गो टू द ब्रिटिश लैंडलॉर्ड एज रेंट. So what was this Teen Katia system? It was a contract between the British landlord and the Indian peasant, that the Indian peasant will grow 15% of land with indigo, which will be given out as rent to the British landlord. अब ये चीज बहुत profitable थी for the British landlords, but this is what changes things. What is the fact? That synthetic dyes reduced demand. तो हमारी जर्मनी में भी सी कि जर्मन मार्केट में सिंथेटिक डाइज आ जाती, आर्टिफिशियल कलरिंग एजेंट्स आ जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से द डिमांड फॉर इंडिगो ड्रास्टिकली गोज डाउन and the landlords wanted compensation. Now what happens is कि they wanted to break away from the तीन काठिया system, क्योंकि अब उनको इंडिगो तो चाहिए नहीं, कि डिमांड ही नहीं है, राइट. सो लैंडलॉर्ड्स वांटेड कंपनसेशन. क्यों? क्योंकि उनको वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तोड़ना था, तीन काठिया सिस्टम. नाउ अंडरस्टैंड कि एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज एक्चुअली अ लीगली बाइंडिंग डॉक्यूमेंट बिटवीन टू पार्टीज, राइट. तो अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट टूटता है तो जिसने तोड़ा है टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस, जिसने फॉलो नहीं करी, उसको कंपनसेशन देनी चाहिए. बट हियर द लैंडलॉर्ड्स वांटेड कंपनसेशन. इज इट करेक्ट? थिंक अबाउट इट कि लैंडलॉर्ड्स को वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तोड़ना है, दे वांट टू डू विद द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड दे वर आस्किंग फॉर कंपनसेशन फ्रॉम द इंडियन पेजेंट्स. अब ये एकदम ही गलत है, राइट. पेजेंट्स आर एक्सप्लॉइटेड एंड ऑप्रेस्ड, और ऐसा केस ऐसा होता भी है कि मेनी ऑफ द पेजेंट्स एक्चुअली गिव अवे द कंपनसेशन, राइट. वो इतने अनएजुकेटेड एंड अनअवेयर थे अबाउट द पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम और द इकोनॉमिक सिस्टम कि वो एक्चुअल में कंपनसेशन दे देते हैं, राइट. So people, the peasants were exploited and oppressed. ये हमें पता चल गया. Now, if you have understood this Teen Kathia system and the context, the chapter will become a cakewalk for you, right? चलो, let us continue with the chapter now. Now the chapter starts with this event that Gandhiji is attending one of the INC meetings, so International Congress के one of the meetings he is attending, and Rajkumar Shukla is an indigo peasant. वो भी एक peasant था चंपारण में, and he meets Mahatma Gandhi ji. So Rajkumar Shukla is a poor peasant from Champaran. He requests Gandhi to visit Champaran. Gandhi agrees after repeated insistence, shows Shukla's determination. Now this particular episode is the first episode that happens in the chapter. क्या होता है? That Gandhi ji is on a visit to attend INC meeting. Indian National Congress की meeting हो रही थी, and this is where he is attending. वहीं पे राजकुमार शुक्ला reaches and he requests Gandhi ji कि please come to Champaran and look into the matter of the indigo peasants and try to help them. Why? क्योंकि राजकुमार शुक्ला खुद एक peasant था, and because he was so determined to take Gandhi with him, Gandhiji agreed. Gandhiji says ki okay, I'll come to Champaran and look into the issue. So this whole episode showcases that Rajkumar Shukla was a determined peasant. Although he was uneducated, but he was a determined peasant and he was highly motivated to take Gandhiji to Champaran, right? The second thing that majorly happens is that Gandhiji reaches Champaran, right? अब वो चंपारण जाने से पहले he actually visits मुजफ्फरपुर. अब मुजफ्फरपुर एंड चंपारण का क्या कनेक्शन है? Muzaffarpur is a city in Muzaffarpur district situated on the banks of Gandak river in Tirhut division of Indian state of Bihar. तो कहाँ पे है? मुजफ्फरपुर बिहार में है, right? And Champaran is also in Bihar. They are actually neighboring districts. So before going to Champaran, Gandhiji tries to plan out things. And how did he do that? He goes to Muzaffarpur. And Muzaffarpur say he wanted to investigate the case of indigo planters. राइट कि उन पे क्या एट्रोसिटीज हो रही है, क्या अत्याचार हो रहे हैं. सो ही वांटेड टू इन्वेस्टिगेट एंड ही वांटेड टू गो टू चंपारण विद अ क्लियर माइंड कि उनको फैक्ट्स पता हो. तो इसीलिए he goes to Muzaffarpur first and then he goes to Champaran, right? Now, Gandhi visits Muzaffarpur, meets lawyers, learns about present suffering, decides to investigate personally. So, what is the significance of Gandhiji visiting Muzaffarpur? First of all, he wanted to investigate the matters personally. तो इससे पता चलता है कि गांधी जी was not someone who would act without knowing the facts. He wanted to know the facts personally. He wanted to investigate the case personally and then take a stand for indigo planters, right? So he also meets the lawyers there. See, Gandhiji, he was an advocate, right? He was an advocate and he had done a lot of good things in South Africa already before coming to India. So he was known for his image. तभी यहाँ पे राजकुमार शुक्ला भी actually comes to him. He approaches him because of these things. कि Gandhi is a learned person. He is a person of power. He is a person of words. So Gandhiji meets the other lawyers as well. He wanted to take the opinion of the lawyers. So, what is the significance of his visit in Champaran? First of all, he wanted to investigate the case personally, and secondly, he wanted to meet the lawyers ताकि वो exact facts जान सके कि हुआ क्या है exactly, right? Third thing that happens is Gandhi disobeys British order. Now, this is where the first Civil Disobedience Act happens, right? First civil disobedience. What do you mean by civil disobedience? अगर हम word को break करें, what is civil? Civil is in contrast to criminal, right? दो तरीके के you can say कि offenses हो सकते हैं. One is criminal, the other one is civil. Civil is कि simply जब आप एक order को नहीं मानते हो, right? उसमें आप किसी का harm नहीं कर रहे हो, किसी को हानि नहीं पहुंचा रहे हो. But criminal is when you harm the other party, right? तो यहाँ पे it was an act of civil disobedience. Now disobedience जब आप किसी की बात नहीं मानते हो, right? तो civil disobedience would imply as a term कि he was not listening to the order that was given by the government. तो ये हमारा civil disobedience निकल के आता है. And who was the government at that time? British, right? Ordered to leave Champaran, Gandhi refuses. Volunteers ready to go to jail. British officials withdraw the case. First victory of civil disobedience. Now, this whole episode is actually a huge part of the chapter. What happens is that he goes to Champaran, right? After Muzaffarpur, he goes to Champaran. And when he was in Champaran, when he was trying to know the exact state of things, when he was trying to pledge the case, or when he was trying to look at the case of the indigo farmers or try to represent the case of indigo farmers to the British government, what did the government do? उन्होंने एक order निकाल दिया कि you need to leave Champaran, कि तुम्हें चंपारण से जाना होगा. But he refuses to leave. And जैसे ही refuse किया of leaving, तो क्या हो गया? Civil disobedience. So what was the first act of civil disobedience by Mahatma Gandhi? That he refused to leave Champaran when he was asked by the civil authorities or by the magistrate, the district magistrate, to do so, right? Volunteers ready to go to jail. So, of course, when you launch a civil disobedience, when you do not follow the orders of the government, what happens is that they take you to jail, the police, right? So, British officials withdraw the case, and there was a long case that was filed against Gandhiji, right? Against Gandhi, there was this whole case that was filed. Uski hearing bhi hoti hai proper, but during the hearing, there was a lot of support that was shown by the peasants and the lawyers, due to which the British landlords, the British officials were forced to withdraw the case. तो क्या हुआ कि जैसे ही he refused to follow the order, British officials ने गांधी जी के अगेंस्ट केस कर दिया. And during the hearing of this particular case, due to the huge amount of support that was showcased by the lawyers and the farmers, the British officials had to withdraw the case. So Gandhi ji, even after refusing the order, was out of jail. तो इससे क्या पता चलता है कि this was the first victory of an act of civil disobedience. Now, civil disobedience, as I said, is one of the major factors in the chapter, and you need to know in detail about it. वैसे तो मैंने सब explain कर ही दिया है. Civil disobedience, peaceful defiance of unjust laws. Gandhi refuses to obey the British order to leave Champaran. हमने discuss कर लिया. He is ready to accept arrest and punishment. So this is also he gives in writing कि मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, right? Whatsoever comes. Lawyers and peasants offer to follow Gandhi to jail. This we have also discussed कि lawyers and peasants काफी अच्छी mass support दिखाते हैं for Gandhi, right? British authorities withdraw the case against him, shows the power of moral courage, truth, and non-violence. So this whole episode where Gandhi refused to leave Champaran, and then finally, due to the support of lawyers and peasants, he was out of jail. He did not go to jail. The British officials had to withdraw the whole case. इससे क्या पता चलता है? It was a victory of truth and non-violence, right? What is the significance? The first major example of civil disobedience in India, Champaran, right? People overcome fear of authority. अब यही same चीज, the fear, the psychological effect of fear is there in the chapter deep water. So you need to connect it कि यहाँ पे भी fear of authority है. अब वो कौन थे? British officials थे, right? So that fear of authority is eroded. Eroded का मतलब कि खत्म हो रही है, destroy हो रही है वो धीरे धीरे, right? Law becomes powerless before mass moral strength. This is what I said. Because of that support of the mass means the common people, marks the beginning of India's mass struggle for freedom. So this is the first step when people actually come together to support each other and to say that this is our land, this is our area, and this is where we belong, and you cannot just order us about, right? तो ये हमारा first significance. अब this is where a lot of questions are framed and students do not have clarity कि हुआ क्या था exactly. So now you have the clarity कि this is exactly what happens, and it can come as a 5 marker as well. क्या आ सकता है? First of all कि what is the significance of the civil disobedience movement, and वो था क्या exactly, right? And the other one is definitely this concept of fear. What was the fear that was there in the minds of the farmers? So fear of authority, fear of the British landlords. Okay. Now look at the star. Look at the star. So I told you one of the CBSE favorite areas. What is that? The indigo system, right? The indigo system. What is the explanation? I have already given you that explanation in context. कि peasants were forced to grow indigo on 15% land. तो उन्होंने अगर 100 एकड़ लैंड लिया है ऑन रेंट तो 15 एकड़ पे उन्हें मैंडेटरीली इंडिगो उगाना है. After synthetic dye discovery, landlords demand compensation, which is highly unjust. क्योंकि compensation actual में किसको मिलना चाहिए? Farmers को, because the landlords want to break away from the contract. Peasants trapped in injustice. तो जैसा कि मैंने बताया कि it was highly unjust. It was a sheer act of injustice that they were facing. But कोई उनको represent ही नहीं कर रहा था, कोई उनकी बात ही नहीं सुन रहा था, because रूल्स भी ब्रिटिश सिस्टम के, जजेस भी ब्रिटिश सिस्टम के. तो हमारा जो तीनों विंग्स थे वो ब्रिटिश ही तो थे. लेजिस्लेटिव, जुडिशरी एंड एग्जीक्यूटिव तीनों ही हमारे ब्रिटिश थे. तो कहाँ से वो लोग इंडियंस की सुनेंगे? सो दिस वाज अ सिस्टमैटिक इनजस्टिस. सिस्टमैटिक इनजस्टिस, मैंने बहुत ही अच्छा वर्ड दिया, यू कैन यूज इट इन योर एग्जामिनेशन. सिस्टमैटिक इनजस्टिस वेयर द system itself is unjust, right? The system itself is biased. Okay, chalo. Now let us go to point number 5 ki what he did. Gandhi collects statements from peasants. British set up inquiry committee. Gandhi becomes member, proves exploitation. So after that civil disobedience movement, what happens is ki Gandhi asks the government to set up an inquiry committee, right? क्योंकि he collected a lot of evidence stating कि गलत हो रहा है, right? And he urged the government, he requested the government to set up an inquiry committee so that this case of indigo plantation could be looked at a deeper angle, from a deeper angle, and also from a just point of view. So Gandhi becomes a member of that inquiry committee, जो कि inquire कर रही थी कि exactly क्या हुआ है on ground. And finally, Gandhi ji was able to prove exploitation, that the exploitation of peasants was happening due to this system, and compensation जो है वो peasants का बनता है, ना कि British government का, right? ना कि British landlords का. So finally, what happens? This is the whole. This is a green pointer again, 2 stars. Ultra pro tip आ गई है आपकी, right? So landlords refund 25%. So after that setup of an inquiry committee, what happens is that the landlords want to settle for only 25% of money. तो क्या हुआ था, मैंने बताया था कि there were a lot of farmers जिन्होंने compensation pay कर दिया था. तो ये compensation का 25% amount the landlords were willing to return. हालांकि उनको कितना देना चाहिए था, 100% ही बनता था, क्योंकि उनका compensation लेना तो बनता ही नहीं था. But the landlords were again and again saying कि हम सिर्फ 25% देंगे. And Gandhi accepts the offer. This becomes a question in CBSE board examination, that why did Gandhi accept only 25% of the refund, not the 100%, or why did he not urge for a 50% refund? So the reason is simple: moral victory was more important than money. As I told you, the fear concept, the farmers, the indigo farmers, they were afraid of the British landlords, that they will not be able to do anything against them. But here, when they were returning the money, let it be 25%, फिर वो 10% क्यों ना हो, 1% क्यों ना हो, but जब उन्होंने वो पैसे लौटाए, that means कि they are accepting the fact कि they were wrong. So this moral victory, the victory of truth over something that was not true, over something that was false, was more important than the money or the amount. That is why Gandhiji accepts that 25% refund. Landlords lose prestige. So what is the result? That landlord lose, the British landlords, the kind of authority, the kind of control they had, they lost all of that, right? Now, this particular part of the chapter forms a separate section, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हमारी इंडिगो प्लांटर्स की स्टोरी खत्म हो गई है, राइट? इंडिगो पेजेंट्स की स्टोरी खत्म हो गई है. रादर अ सेपरेट सेक्शन स्टार्ट्स, एंड व्हाट इज दैट कि व्हाट वर द सोशल रिफॉर्म्स बाय गांधी जी दैट वाज डन इन चंपारण, राइट? So after this episode he realizes कि a lot of work needs to be done on ground, कि बहुत ज़्यादा improvement की ज़रूरत है, social upliftment की ज़रूरत है. So what are the steps that were taken by Gandhi in order to reform the society of Champaran? So what did he do? अब इससे एक separate question बनता है. See, from Indigo there are 2-3 kinds of questions that are framed. वो हम दूसरी session में करेंगे. But let me tell you कि इससे एक separate question बनता है, right? कि what were the major reforms taken by Gandhiji in order to improve the condition of Champaran? So what is the first point? That he opened schools where his own wife Kasturba Gandhi was teaching, right? Improves sanitation, of course, due to you can say intervention again made by his wife. The sanitation condition and the hygiene conditions were improved, क्योंकि she was the one who directly talked to the females कि ऐसे ऐसे करना चाहिए, right? So all these things were done by the wife. Women participate. So ultimately what happens is that the participation of women in social upliftment was made better. Champaran becomes self-reliant. So ultimately, after opening of schools, after doing this improvement in sanitation and hygiene conditions, and also he opened up a few hospitals. This is also there. That not hospitals as such, but he makes a few doctors volunteer. तो वहाँ पे first aid facility were available. First aid facilities were available. So this also he does. And of course, due to all of this, because he has improved the education sector, the health sector, and also the hygiene, the sanitation and hygiene situation. So Champaran becomes self-reliant ultimately, and the condition of living was improved. It became better. Now, again, as I said, this particular question is one of the most important questions in the chapter, the psychological effect of fear. So, freedom is not something that that is only political. In this sense, in this particular chapter, it was not only political that they wanted to be free from the British landlords politically or economically, rather freedom from fear, freedom from injustice, freedom from the fear of authority, right? From the authority and from an unjust system. Freedom from ignorance is also there because they became more aware about their rights. So all these pointers you need to write whenever the comparison of chapter Deep Water and the question from this particular chapter, the Indigo, comes, right? And बहुत बार आया है, बहुत बार आया है. So this brings us to the end of the session where we tried to cover the summary and some ultra pro tips in the chapter Indigo. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel Fit the Lit. बड़े competitive type के बच्चे हो यार तुम, share बिल्कुल नहीं करते हो. Please share the video as much as you can.